Thousands more are hoping to leave heavily shelled cities across Ukraine. More humanitarian corridors are expected to open in the next 24 hours.
Refugees fleeing Ukraine to neighbouring Poland have been affected by a widespread railway outage that's affected more than 800 kilometres of track. Will Denslow joins us live now from near the Polish border with Ukraine for more on this. Will, Poland has about 1.8 million Ukrainian refugees already. What's the situation with this railway outage now and the continuing challenges that these refugees are facing?
Well, Dawn, the message we're hearing is that this is a traffic control system outage that, according to Polish officials, impacting around 820 kilometres of tracks across Poland. Of course, as you rightly mentioned, Dawn, trains have been a crucial route for refugees to pass from the border with Ukraine elsewhere into Poland or perhaps elsewhere into Europe. Where I'm speaking to you from, Dawn, at the moment is just outside the front entrance of Przemysl train station, about 15 kilometres away from the Ukrainian border. Many people will cross from Medica, of course, the busiest route between Ukraine and Poland, and will then take buses or a train here to this hub, this transit hub, and can go elsewhere into Poland. Here they are provided with hot meals, some clothing, logistical help as well, so people can shelter from the elements. The temperature has dropped quite dramatically over the past 24 hours since we last spoke. So that is certainly a concern if people have to wait here in the limited amount of indoor space, as opposed to waiting on the tracks for these trains to resume service to take them where they need to go throughout Europe or certainly throughout Poland.
Well, meantime, Will, Britain's defence minister, he's in Warsaw today for talks with his Polish counterpart. What's expected from that meeting?
Yeah, we've heard from Ben Wallace, Dawn, the Secretary of Defence for the UK, and he said that Britain is providing Poland with its Sky Sabre missile systems. Essentially what these are medium-range anti-air missile systems to be deployed to the Eastern Front here in Poland. Now, what we've heard from Ben Wallace is that this is an effort to protect Polish airspace from further Russian aggression. Of course, we saw over the weekend that strike on a military facility less than 30 kilometres away from the Polish border. That strike killing about 35 people in Ukraine, which just shows the proximity that some strikes have been to NATO territory. So this is certainly an escalation when it comes to the defensive measures that NATO members are taking. Of course, this comes just 24 hours after an extraordinary meeting of defence ministers from NATO was held in Brussels. We heard from Jens Stoltenberg, the Secretary General for NATO, who said there that he wants to see more of a reset from NATO when it comes to beefing up their defence posturing on the Eastern Front as NATO continues to be concerned about Russian aggression. This, of course, all comes as Ukraine is calling for further action from NATO to provide military equipment, more sanctions, as well as that, of course, that no-fly zone. So this anti-air missile system is certainly seen as a further defensive measure being taken by NATO members. Dawn?
Will, thank you for that update. Will Denslow there along the Poland-Ukraine border.